Now children, start exercise 3.1, see at page number 41. You can see here, given here are some figures. You can see all these figures. Classify each of them on the basis of the following. Simple curve. Simple curve. See here, line segments are there. Simple. Second, simple. Then you can see here curve, not a straight line. Okay. Now you can see here curved. Then simple. Easily you can draw. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 are simple curve. Now simple closed curve. Simple closed. Closed. When we will draw the diagonal outside. Simple closed curve. 1, 2. Simple closed curve. It is not. It's only. It is also not simple. So 1, 2, 5. Then simple closed curve. Same point. So simple closed curve. Okay. Now polygon. Polygon. Straight line. Polygon. Polygon. These are not polygon. These are. Now convex polygon. You can see this is concave, convex, and all this. So all these are not convex. So you can see 2 is the convex polygon, and just before it concave. Okay. Now see at question number 2. How many diagonals does each of the following have? A convex quadrilateral. You can see in this figure convex quadrilateral. So according to the definition of diagonals, consequent point you will not take. So after it, just after A is B. So B you will not take. A to C, B to D. 2 diagonals. Okay. Now next is a regular hexagon. So for regular hexagon, I am explaining you in this. See in this figure, the regular hexagon is A, B, C, D, E, F. You can see here. Now according to the definition of diagonals, A to C, C to E, E to A. 3 diagonals. Then B. So skip C. So B to D, D to F, F to B. Another 3 diagonals. Now skip 2 to vertex. So A to D, B to E, C, skip this to F. So how many diagonals in the hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in this way you can see 1, 2, sorry. Then E to A, 3. Then B, from B count another 3. Then A to D, and B to E, and C to F. So 9 diagonals in the hexagon. Now see in the triangle. So triangle, no points. You can see a triangular consequent point. All our consequent points are there. If you will take A just after B and AC sides, so 0 diagonals in the triangle. Okay. Now in the third question, what is the sum of the measures of the angles of convex quadrilateral. Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is non-convex? Make a non-convex quadrilateral and try. So for you will solve for both convex and concave. The meaning of non-convex, that means concave. And already in activity I explained, children. See, in this activity, in the first activity I taught you, you will divide this quadrilateral. This is convex quadrilateral. You will divide it in this in by diagonal in two triangles, and you know the property of triangles. In one triangle the sum of the all angles is 180 degree. In the second triangle sum of the angles, all angles are 180 degree. So 180 degree plus 180 degree, that is 360 degree. So activity first you will apply in the systematic way I explain in my video. So you will do in that way. Okay, now see for concave interior. So see here for an interior also I explain this quadrilaterals were convex. What would happen if quadrilateral is not convex? That means this. So divide diagonally, you will divide this and one triangle and another triangle. So in one triangle all the sum of the angle interior angles is 180 degree. In second triangle also all the angles, the sum of all the angles are 180 degree. So this and this 180 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree. I didn't reply. I told you children find out a solution. I will later on I will reply. So that is the solution of this. So when you will divide by diagonally this quadrilateral in two triangles, then by using the property of triangles you can do this. The sum of all the interior angles of a concave quadrilateral is 360 degree. So in third questions you have to apply these two activities. Okay, now see question number 4. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of the angles is deduced from that. Okay, triangle 3 sides, quadrilateral 4, pentagon 5, hexagon 6. Okay, angle sum. We know that all the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Two triangles, so 2 into 180 degree. 1, 2, 3 triangles, so 3 into 180 degree. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 triangles, 4 into 180 degree. Okay. 2. We can write 2. 4 minus 2. Again you will get 2. 5 minus 2. 5 sides are there, so 3 into. And 6 minus 2. That means again you will get 4. Okay, so 4 minus 2 into 2. That means the sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degree. In this way 3 into 180 degree and 4 into 180 degree. Now turn the page and see page number 42. Okay, now see here. What can you say about the angle sum of convex polygon with number of sides? Same table you will draw. 7, so you will septagon you will draw, and 7 minus 2 into 5 triangles you will get. So 7 minus 2 into 180 degree. Here 8 minus 2, here 10 minus 2, here n minus 2. If number in any polygon number of sides are n, then what you will do to find the sum of the angles in that polygon? That means you will subtract 2 from it and multiply by 180 degree. So you will get formula for any polygon. So extend this table and you will do yourselves this question. Okay. Now next is, what is a regular polygon? In regular polygon, children, polygon, that means a line segment, a closed polygon with equal sides is called regular polygon. So state the name of the regular polygon of 3 sides, quadrilateral, 4 sides, square, 6 sides, regular hexagon. So you will draw also, and this chapter, especially this chapter, you will do in geometry notebook, that means interleaf notebook. Okay. So we were talking about question number 5th, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E is equal to 540 degree. put the value of all the angles. You can see here. So when you will sum 110 plus 140 plus 30, 280 degree, and x plus x, 2x is equal to 540. Then 280 degree plus 2x equal to 540. So 2x is equal to this. Then 2x equal to 260 degree and x equal to 260 degree upon 2. That means x equal to 130 degree. Now see in the next figure. You can see all sides are equal, that is regular pentagon. So in the regular pentagon, if all angles are equal, then the sum of we know the sum of all angles is 540 degree. So x plus x plus x plus x. So how you will solve this question? In pentagon EFGH, angle E plus angle F plus angle G plus angle H plus angle I is equal 540 degree. So x plus x plus x plus x 5 times. So 5x equal to 540 degree. So you will write solution step by step, students. Okay. Now see question number 6, triangle. You can see in triangle inside angles are given and we have to calculate outside. That means interior angles are given and we will find out exterior angles and their sum. How we will do? See here. Now in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. In this way you can calculate angle B. So angle B is equal to 60 degree. You can see. Now angle X. See in the figure. Angle X, exterior angle, C is interior angle. So angle X. So in place of you will write angle X plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. So angle X plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree. So angle X is equal to 180 minus 90. Angle X equal to 90 degree. Okay. Similarly, you will no need to solve in this way, but I have calculated angle Z first. In this way you will calculate angle X first and then find directly. Similarly angle Z is this and angle W is this, and then you will calculate their addition. Okay. Now for question B. In quadrilateral A, B, C, D, all interior angles are given and we know that interior angles, all the interior angles in quadrilateral, the sum of all the interior angles in quadrilateral is 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Put the value, angle A you will calculate. After that you will write here angle B plus angle X is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because linear pair. So put the value of angle B and find the value of X. Okay. So you will get angle B 180 degree minus 120 degree. So 60 degree. In this way here 100 degree and this way here 120 degree, and whatever value you are getting of angle A here you will subtract that from 180. So you will get angle W. From the angle A you will get angle W. Then add all the angles. So you will get the sum of exterior angles. So here we are completing our exercise 3.1 and next we will start exercise 3.2. Okay, thank you. Bye.